Hey guys, Avi here, and welcome back to this LangChain series. In this video, we're going to explore the concept of memory and chatbots. We're going to understand how LangChain manages conversational context, and then we'll end up creating a very simple terminal-based AI chatbot. So, first and foremost, chains and agents in LangChain, everything that we've interacted with so far, they're stateless by default, which means that they treat each incoming query independently, just like the underlying large language model and the chat model themselves. However, in certain applications, such as chatbots, it's essential to remember previous interactions in both short and long term. If, for example, if you're talking with a chatbot about giraffes and you ask them, so what are they? The chatbot needs to have context about the word giraffes and what you were talking about before to answer this context-dependent question, what are they? So for this, LangChain provides a class called memory, which enables us to retain the context of a conversation. So let's dive right in. From LangChain, we're going to go ahead and import OpenAI, and we're also going to import the conversation chain class. Again, the conversation chain class is provided by LangChain and enables us to kind of have this history of conversation of human and AI input and output. Then we can go ahead and initialize our LLM like we've done here, where OpenAI is created and the temperature is set to 0. And then we can create our conversation chain by saying conversation is equal to conversation chain, where our LLM is simply the LLM that we've initialized. So now that we have conversation, this conversation chain can be executed and you can start playing around with this human AI back and forth by using the predict method. So we can predict the bot's response using the predict method of the conversation object, and we can pass in the desired input string of what the human will say. So here we can say print conversation.predict, and then we can specify here the input of what the human would say in the scenario. In this case, let's go ahead and just start something simple with hi there. If you go ahead and run this, again, with temperature equals 0, we should know what happens, or I've seen this example already. But in this case, a conversation chain gets initialized, and then we can see the response here. Hi there, it's nice to meet you. How can I help you today? If you want to see the exact thought process of what's actually going on, go ahead and set the verbose equals true. So go ahead and again, in your conversation chain, set verbose equals true. And now if we run this, we should see kind of the step-by-step thought process of what's going on. So we enter a new conversation chain. The prompt that the chain is loaded with is the following is a friendly conversation between a human and an AI. The AI is talkative and provides lots of specific details from its context. If the AI does not know the answer to a question, it truthfully says it does not know. And then we can see the current conversation. The human has said hi there, and now the AI has to generate the response, which is hi there, it's nice to meet you. We can go ahead and continue this conversation and the context will be saved. So let's go ahead and again, let's say our first was conversation.predict input is equal to hi there, and now let's print out what it would do next. So conversation.predict input is equal to can we talk about the weather? All right. So again, based off of this memory, the first input was hi there. We saw the response and now it continues on. So we see here that again, verbosely, hi there, and the AI had a prediction that was going to be hi there, it's nice to meet you. And then we asked, can we talk about the weather? And so the chatbot continues from all the previous context and says, sure, what would you like to know about the weather? Last but not least, let's go ahead and do one more just to showcase kind of multiple conversations going on. Let's do one last one here, conversation.predict input is equal to it's a beautiful day. There we go. Let's hit enter. And now again, we're predicting on hi there, a response gets generated. We're predicting on can we talk about the weather, a response gets generated with all the context. And then we finally say it's a beautiful day. And then the AI, in this case, our conversation chain, generates, yes, it is a beautiful day, and it comes up with the temperature and the weather data and so on and so forth. So this has been pretty cool. But again, I don't think anyone here will be interacting with a conversation chain by calling these predict methods as such. So let's go ahead and actually build an interactive kind of terminal chatbot where it will take in input from the human and then generate a response kind of in a back and forth manner. So here, let's go ahead and start off with an initial statement. Welcome to your AI chatbot. What's on your mind? And then let's go ahead and create a for loop. So for underscore in range 0, 3, because we don't really care about the index here, we're going to go ahead and get a human input. So our human input will be input and then u : So again, we're taking an input from the human being, asking, hey, what do you want to talk about? And then the AI response will be the code that we just saw, conversation.predict, and the input will be our human input. And then let's go ahead and print out our AI response. So we can use an F string here. We can say AI, colon, and then inside of this, our AI response. Fantastic. So again, just to explain this code one more time in case I have lost you, we're printing out, welcome to your AI chatbot, what's on your mind? So this is gonna be our initial statement to the user. And then in a for loop, so 0, 1, 2, for 3 iterations, we're essentially getting human input from the user. And then we're gonna go ahead and predict a response to that human input based on all the previous context so far and the new input. And then we'll print out the AI response. So it'll be a nice back and forth rather than kind of coming up with our inputs one by one like we had before in the Python code. Sweet. So now we should again see the exact same response. Welcome to your AI chatbot. Hi there, it's nice to meet you. Hi there, it's nice to meet you too. How's the weather today? So using this kind of conversation.predict method, using human inputs and AI responses, and you can just keep on going back and forth. Many times, someone will be interacting with your chatbot, and let's say they close their tab, they lose their progress, and they want to reload their conversation. So in the next video, we'll learn how to store and retrieve conversation history so that all the progress a user has with your current chatbot can be loaded in, all that context, and you can continue your conversation. That was it for memory and chatbots in this video. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.